A few people have asked me to comment on whether the defenders of the Columbus statue in South Philadelphia could face criminal charges based on what's happening there. And quite frankly, I don't see criminal charges coming from what I've observed, at least on Facebook Live videos that I've seen. I know I've read some articles where the protesters have alleged that these defenders have assaulted them, but I didn't see any assaults on the videos. I know there was some pictures floating around of a person with a broken nose, but obviously unless he can identify someone who actually did that, I don't see how anyone could be charged with it. With regards to assault charges, remember, to charge someone with an assault, they have to establish at least probable cause that the person being charged, the accused person, either committed an attack on a person causing bodily injury, or attempted to cause bodily injury, or used a deadly weapon to incite fear of bodily injury. That's a simple assault in Pennsylvania. What I observed at the most, what they could maybe argue is perhaps a harassment charge based on them walking toward the protesters and bumping into them or shoving them. That's a misdemeanor. I'm sorry, that's a summary offense. It isn't a misdemeanor. And further, the protesters don't look like they're doing anything to diffuse the situation. Remember, they're not in their home, they're not in their place of business. While they have a legal right to be there, they are out on a city street, and they have an obligation to exercise the duty to retreat, step back, if they can do that without causing death or seriously bodily injury to themselves. So it seems like the protesters are standing on the fact that we have a right to be here, and they can't move us, and any pushing into us constitutes a crime, and that's simply not the case. I don't believe it's an assault. Harassment, again, what I saw in the video was some bumping into them and then screaming, "Don't touch me." But it's just interesting that it appears to be a female protester is screaming, "Don't touch me," and it seems like, according to the video, she's actually moving into the defenders and not stepping back or attempt to step back from the situation. So I don't know how you argue that you're being harassed if you're not doing anything to avoid the harassment, and simply saying, well, I have a right to be here, isn't enough. And it's certainly not enough to arrest someone for harassment. So I think the police are doing a fantastic job there controlling the crowd. I have to hand it to them that it's a tough situation. Obviously, you want to ensure peace and order, but at the same time, you don't want to create a situation where people are being hurt or worse. So with that, if you have questions about a criminal offense, if you have been charged with a criminal offense in Philadelphia, the surrounding counties, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, in New Jersey, 856-793-7429. Both numbers are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our website, gambonelaw.com, a fantastic resource. I can answer a lot of your questions. I'm going to link in some blog articles that I wrote on self-defense, rioting, and I hope that helps. So with that, have a great Wednesday afternoon, and I will talk to you soon.